On a quiet day at Necedah National Wildlife Refuge, the landscape before you may look deserted. Shh! Look closer and listen. All around you, the refuge sings and sways and croaks and calls with life. What happens here every day has happened over and over again, through the seasons and through the centuries. The refuge we manage today was once part of a vast ancient lake and wetlands, created as giant glaciers melted some 10,000 years ago. Early stone tools tell of humans who hunted wildlife here long before recorded history. American Indians, ancestors of today's Ho-Chunk Nation, fished and farmed along the Necedah, the River of Yellow Waters, for many generations. Then, in the mid-19th century, the watery, age-old natural world of Necedah suddenly faced a world of change. New settlers arrived, with livestock, plows, wagons, and ambitious plans. Starting in 1901, workers drained 160,000 acres of wetlands in Juneau County and dug more than 120 miles of drainage ditches across what is now refuge land. Hard-working farm families tried to make a living on the drained wetland soils, but ultimately farming on the drained lands failed. By the 1930s, many farmsteads and communities were abandoned. The U.S. government acquired the lands as part of recovery programs during the Great Depression. Soon, hundreds of CCC boys hired by the Civilian Conservation Corps, a federal jobs program, were hard at work recreating the wetlands landscape as it once was. The CCC built dams and dikes to reflood the drained areas. They planted trees and constructed roads and fire breaks. University of Wisconsin professor Aldo Leopold, known today as the founder of wildlife management, brought graduate students to study and train at the refuge as its wetland habitats were restored. Today, Necedah National Wildlife Refuge is one of more than 550 units of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's National Wildlife Refuge System, the largest system of public lands and waters set aside for wildlife in the world. With careful science-based management of its land, water, and biological resources, this vast landscape refuge once again provides rich, diverse habitats that support generations of native Wisconsin wildlife. Generations of people enjoy Necedah National Wildlife Refuge as well. Today, it's your turn. How many animals will you spot today? Will you encounter fur-covered creatures that can climb higher or run faster than you? Or would you prefer tiny green creatures that are smooth, cool, web-footed, and noisy? You might focus on wetland dwellers or floral beauty. Look carefully. What's moving or feeding among the flowers? How many birds will you spot today? How high can you count? Depending on the season, you may see hundreds of migratory ducks and geese, pintails and shovelers, and mallards and teals, snow geese, Canada geese, and trumpeter swans. Or would you rather count songbirds? Just give it a try. And keep a sharp eye out for raptors with strong beaks, sharp talons, and the piercing cries of hunters on the wing. The refuge is a terrific place to add more bird sightings to your lifetime list. If fishing is your thing, bait your hook and try your luck. Necedah's ponds and wetlands harbor many popular game fish. Hunters know Necedah as major waterfowl and game bird destination. Check with the staff member for hunting regulations and details. If you just want to relax and enjoy the great outdoors, take a walk. Necedah offers many well-marked hiking trails. Most trails are easy to moderate and suitable for families. Who knows what you may discover? In this special place, a public refuge conserved for future generations, you and your family can discover the natural world again and again Necedah National Wildlife Refuge. More than 43,000 acres of lakes and wetlands, savannas and forests is yours to explore, to cherish, and to enjoy. Have a great day at Necedah National Wildlife Refuge.